All right, hello, and welcome to the final race, the Olympus Racing League. It's a night race at Monza today. Gonna be an exciting race, slightly colder, so drivers will have to tend with the colder temperatures, maybe change a little bit of the tire pressures. And in qualifying, we start off Thierfelt in first place from Stefan, from Baumgartner, from Einerson, from Johnson, from Toma, from Hernandez, from Kraft, from Scarda, from Mosey, the rookie, from Coven, from Callum Smith, from Rocky Morton, and then last but not least is Frederick Wrench. Looks like an interesting race. We've got some of your usual front runners in the top three, top four, top five, top seven actually. A lot of really good racers. As we come up to the final corner, Parabolica. Is everyone trying to put as much heat in their tires as possible? It's going to be hard to keep the heat in with these colder temperatures. In a track like Monza, a lot of straight lines, a lot of areas to cool down. It'll be a struggle keeping your brakes and keeping your tires in tip-top shape, complete working and operating order. You go around Parabolica, they now line up in double file. Look at that, such an even grid. A whole lot of drivers have the ability to take first place. It just all comes down to consistency over this 1 hour race. As we head towards the starting line, drivers are going to want to ace the start. T1 at Monza is scary. And it's a green light. Lights out and away we go. And Thierfeld gets a good start from Schlacker from Baumgartner. Thierfeld just zooming away at the start now already. Thierfeld gets an amazing start. Anderson getting a start. Someone getting a start. Everyone looking for that inside lineup as you come into T1. It's three wide. It's three wide in multiple places here. It's T1. Thierfeld takes the lead from Schlacker. Ooh, it's Anderson and Baumgartner side by side, very close together here. Baumgartner might just be edging out over the exit here. It's very nice. Ooh, Einerson still on his tail. And it looks like we are going to be breaking up this pack just a little bit here. Go back to first. Oh, and I'm lagging. Alright, I think I should be mic'd up for the final 15 minutes here. And what a race we've had so far. Whole lot of drama in this race so far. We've had, I believe, 2 retirements in this race. It's crazy. So many accidents as well. This night racing, whole lot of contacts, whole lot of close racing here. As we're seeing a pack try to form between Scarda, Coven, and Hernandez. And even Kraft maybe might want to get in on that. Or Toma just catches Einerson exiting the pits. Gets ahead of him easily. Yeah, Einerson had a terrible crash. Ruined his race, really. He was easily able to challenge for a podium position here. And now he's down in P11. So, I mean, that just goes to show you. Everybody, all of this midfield is so close together. So close together in terms of race pace. Just comes down to mistakes, accidents. Might not even be your fault, but hey. It's crazy out here. As Einerson unlaps himself from Toma. Think about that. Just a few laps ago, Einerson and Toma were battling for position. Now he's just trying to unlap himself. He's getting blue flagged here. Let me see who's right in front of Johnson. Oh, that's Mosey. It's a back marker. Okay. Of course, the fire-breathing Lamborghini. Seems like every time he lets go of the throttle, he just starts spitting flames. No, Rich is a back marker there, so. Coven not doing the times he would like to. Hernandez getting slightly faster with each passing lap. I'm actually not sure if Coven has done his pit stop yet. I don't believe he has. Oh, Wrench. Wrench with the spin out in turn 1. Whoa. That could have been scary. Wrench is not going to be liking that. Turn 1 seems to just be nothing but trouble for all of these drivers. Some drivers, however, have been able to manage it pretty cleanly. One of those drivers being Hernandez. His turn 1 so far haven't been too bad. Parabolica, we saw a big accident. I believe he knocks out Morton. Rocky Morton. I might be wrong on that. But hey, the highlight video is going to come out in a couple of days and then we can see how wrong I am on that. Ooh, Crafts goes up the inside of Wrench for position. That's a position gain there into the first Lesmo. See, into the second one. Wrench looking to gain back a whole lot of time there. I think he just got caught lacking by Crafts. Crafts just goes easily up the inside. That was a great move. Very clean, very well executed. To the Sherry chicane. I believe this is the Ascari chicane. Might be wrong there. Still not 100% on my Monza names. As Crafts goes a little bit wide. Almost dips his toes into the sand. I believe Thierfelt might have pretty easily won himself a championship here. Because the past couple of races, as we head on to the 25th lap, the past couple of races have just been smooth sailing P1s for him. And then Johnson is a very respectable driver as well, into a solid P2 position. Carter goes up into that P3, but Coven, just over 5 seconds behind, is going to want to get that back on him. Hernandez is going to want to challenge Coven as soon as possible. As we enter into the final almost 10 minutes here, moves are going to have to be made. Decisions are going to have to be decided. Coven has done some excellent defending here, though. He has been all over the place in terms of actual position, but he's let very few drivers get past him. The only times I recall he has were because of accidents, because of incidents on the road, as he goes wide into the second Lesmo on the back straight now. He is gaining away from Hernandez on those straight lines. It seems like Godzilla is faster than British engineering, in a straight line at least. See how he does into those turns. Into those turns. Ooh, he does scrape a little bit of his butt on the sausage curbs. That's going to make him lose a little bit of time though, but it's a net around the same. And Mosey, the rookie, he's had an excellent drive today, all things considered. A P7, there have been a couple incidents, but like, all things considered, he's had a pretty respectable drive. Callum Smith, however, he's had a whole lot of race pace. His race pace is excellent. It's just, I believe Hernandez pushed him on in Parabolica or in one of the chicanes, and since then he's just been struggling to fight back for position. I respect the climb back though. I do respect the climb back heavily. As Wrench and Einerson now on the main straight. Less than a second separate these two. Ooh, Einerson going really hard on the brakes. Einerson looking for a position, gets a little love tap there. Einerson and Wrench try to go side by side. Einerson goes up the inside for Curva Grande. Einerson has the inside position and Wrench spins out. Wrench with the spin. Oh, he's into the sand. He just tried to defend. He put a little bit too much into it and now he's just spinning like a ballerina. Einerson will be happy with that position. Wrench will not be, however. Ooh, that is very close. As Wrench trying to recover makes Steerfelt go wide. What a great recovery, though. You would think he's a rally driver with that recovery on the grass. Steerfelt once again showing why he's been leading all of these races this season. Great handling from him as Coven and Hernandez are side by side. A little bit of contact there. Out of that Ascari chicane onto the back straight. There's still some more contact as Coven and Hernandez are side by side. Coven with the inside line into Parabolica. Coven is going to want to be defending like his life depends on it. As Hernandez goes wide. Coven taking the inside line. I believe Coven's going to keep this potentially. Ooh, Hernandez goes for the better exit onto the main straight. And it might work for him. I believe Coven's got it. It's very close, though. We'll have to see how they do under braking. Ooh, very similar under braking. Hernandez looking very racy, looking a little bit faster through that turn one, but Coven just parked to the bus and did not allow Hernandez any room to breathe. And to Curva Grande now. He's going to want the slipstream. He definitely has the slipstream. Hernandez weighing out his options, going for the outside. Coven taking the inside line. Similar under braking. Ooh, Hernandez. Hernandez does get the move, though, with Coven making a slight little mistake. Slight little misadjustment of the steering wheel. And Hernandez is able to come back there into the first Lesmo. Ooh, Hernandez goes wide. Hernandez into the sand. Hernandez goes into the sand on the first Lesmo. He had Coven on his inside, and he could not make the turn. He had too much speed. Hernandez with a crucial mistake in these late stages of the race. He's going to be kicking himself over that one. Coven into a nice P4. And Hernandez, although he is getting a very respectable P5, he's going to know that he could have gotten more there. He's going to try to salvage this the best he can. Deerfeld might have been a little bit into the grass there again. Didn't quite catch it. Smith and Scarda, though. Scarda in P3. This would be a lap. A blue flag situation. As Coven just extends his lead on Hernandez even further. Coven's going to be loving the position he's put himself in for these final 6.5 minutes. I believe Coven pit. I hope he pit. But at the same time, he might not have. As we see, I believe that is Tomer just coming out of the pits now. Wrench also going into the pits for his mandatory stop. I believe Morton's been in the pits a couple times. He's been the victim of a couple of crashes, a couple of accidents there. Tomer and Kraft battling for position here as Tomer comes out of the pits. Einerson and Morton are 10th and 12th, but Einerson is a lap up, which is crazy to me. Started with 14. We're now on 12. As through Cover Grande go, the Porsche and the Ferrari. The second chicane. Kraft might be looking for something. Is he searching? He's searching. He's very close, very close. Looks like they're on rails. They're both taking a very similar line there. Into the first Lesmo. Someone trying to get every millimeter he can ahead of Kraft. Trying to break that slipstream. Especially onto this long back straight now. Kraft with slipstream. Probably going to try something into the third chicane. 0.3 of a second separate these two talented drivers. Tomo is not going to be liking what he's seeing. Oh, he's liking it a bit more now. As Kraft's going slowly under braking. Tomo just able to better handle the Porsche's brakes. And Kraft's going wide. Kraft's going wide. Kraft almost spins out. Kraft almost spins out. He's lucky to recover that one. Kraft just using the sausage curb a little bit too hard. Just abusing that sausage curb there. And because of that, he spun out, went a little bit wide. Almost tank slapped. Good on him to recover there. He's really an experienced driver. Being able to do that. Escarda has Mosey on his tail. That's a blue flag situation. Now Hernandez has been able to gain back a substantial amount of that 2-second deficit there. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. As I lag out of the game into the final 5 minutes of the race, that is great. That is just what you love to see. Gonna see if we can salvage this. Fetching server list. See, I don't think it's my personal connection because the stream is still running. OBS is still running. Like Discord's still running. Everything else is still running but AC. Alright, let's see if I can join back quickly here. ASAP. I believe I can. These cars are going to be going all out now. Yup, there we go. Oh yeah, Smith and Coven. Coven lapping Smith. I believe that's for the second time. I gotta connect this. Alrighty. So Coven. Ooh, Hernandez is close though. Hernandez getting past Mosey on that main straight. He's gonna love that for him. That's the easiest and best place to overtake a lapped car for sure. Coven and Hernandez still dangerously close, underneath 1 second to each other. The same can be said for Toma and Kraft as well. That turn one really saving them there. As I believe Anderson went a little bit wide, had a terrible exit out of there. Coming out of Curva Grande into the second chicane. Coven has gained a little bit of time here. Under braking though, let's see. Seems to be about similar as they both take a fistful of sand on their way out to the first Lesmo. Now we're seeing a big group start to form now. A whole lot of drivers, I believe that is from 4th place to 9th place, maybe 10th place, are all very close to each other in the same section of the track. Yeah, Smith and Toma are getting really close. Smith is not liking what he sees in this review as this Porsche does go by with ease. The Porsche gets past pretty easily there. I'm actually surprised that Audi seems to be not having it out of that exit into the Ascari chicane now. And that Ferrari is going to be hunting. Smith hoping to get as close as possible. Maybe get that slipstream. He won't have the slipstream. Kraft might have the slipstream though. Anderson a little bit further behind. Kraft wants this here. Kraft really wants this. Ooh, getting very close. There's a little bit of contact. He pushes Smith wide. Smith going wide. He's getting bumped wide on the exit of Parabolica. Einerson trying to get past him. Einerson does get past him as well. Smith going really slowly into the entry of Parabolica. And Kraft just says, "Get out of my way." Then he just executes him to the side. Sends him to the Shadow Realm, if you will. As you enter the final minute, there's a yellow flag. Thierfeld is on the final lap. He will almost definitely take this championship, I'm certain. Scarda having a little bit of car trouble there. Almost spins out. We have a yellow flag somewhere. Do not know who that is. Oh, that is Morton. Morton. Again, Morton, this race is just full of troubles for him. Morton not having the race he wants. One thing I do love about night racing is that you can clearly see the exhaust and also those little flicks, the sparks. Like for instance, if you go to this Audi, and we go to Far Chase, you can clearly see that exhaust from the Audi, and you cannot hate the side skirts as you just saw a little bit of exhaust come out. As I lag out again into the final 5 seconds, oh my goodness, this is excellent. No, dude, join me back, join me back. That's the final seconds. Default's about to cross the line. Come on. Come on, game. Fix your servers, please. Alright, I'm just gonna hit drive. Alright, as we connect back now. It's okay, so most people are on their final laps now. It's Thierfeld going into Parabolica, the final turn. Thierfeld is going to be your champion. And I'm going to be not in the game, but Thierfeld is your champion of this season of the Olympus Racing League. And I need to figure out what's wrong with this server problem. Gonna try to join back in. As most drivers entering the final lap, they're very close to each other. Like for instance, Kraft and Toma are very close to each other. Same with Mosey, Kraft, Toma, Hernandez. All pretty close. All pretty close. You love to see close racing when we can actually see it. We're not lagging out. Alright, yep. As the race comes to a close now, our standings are Thierfeld in P1. Thierfeld in P1. Johnson in P2. Comes across the finish line right now. As Johnson hits the finish line in P2. Great drive from Johnson. Just simple and consistent. As Scarda for the Olympus Racing Ferraris looks to take this third place. It is somewhat close between Toma and Kraft. But Scarda will take this third place. Also a good drive from him. He had a couple of mishaps. It was pretty rocky there in the middle. But he comes away with it with a powerful third place. His team are going to love that. And Coven, coming from the announcer's booth onto the KFC Chicken Bucket Nissan. The sole surviving KFC Chicken Bucket Nissan gets a P4. Excellent drive from Coven. It was rocky. He definitely had his ups and downs. But his pure race pace was able to give him a very good P4 position. As Hernandez gets a nice 5th place. Mosey gets a nice 6th place. Toma with the P7 for the Porsches. He could have done a whole lot better, and he's going to know that. Yeah, Mosey not happy with Hernandez there. To be honest, I would not be too. Wouldn't be surprised if we had a Schumacher type of brawl in the pit lane between Mosey and Hernandez. If you didn't see, Hernandez did wipe Mosey out into Parabolica as they were side by side battling for position. Mosey, the rookie, definitely not going to be happy about that. Yeah, they're definitely not happy with each other. Mosey got rear-ended going to a corner, and his teammate his Porsche mate, I should say, Callum Smith, also got rear-ended going into the corner, but by a Ferrari. As the two Ferraris line up side by side together. Same with the two Porsches as well. This was a very fun season of Olympus racing for sure. The three Ferraris now coming together. That's a picture perfect sight for sure. As they get a little bit of love taps in there. A little bit of love taps. They can't exactly go three wide. It gets really skinny at this part of the track. You have to bring in their road driving skills for sure. As you just see the teams come back. I bet you some of the teams, Hernandez and Modi specifically, will be reviewing this VOD. Trying to see who is at fault there. A little bit of action. Hernandez took out Callum Smith twice. I can attest to this fact. Yeah, sorry for the mic issues. As we're doing skids and spins on the back straight. This season has definitely made for some great racing. And don't worry, there will be another season coming up soon. We also have a 3 hours of Nürburgring coming up. That might be next weekend. I know it's sometime. But yeah, this is going to be it for me. Thank you for tuning in all season long. Drop a like for that pass. That'll buff out. Yeah. It could buff out. It could buff out. But yeah, no, that's all for me for this season. I might be back next season. I don't know. It depends if I have time. Things are starting to get pretty busy for me. But yeah, I'll see y'all.